Yeah, look at that, boy. Look at that. Isn't that special? My first exotic ship. Yeah. And it was like super easy to get. But just because all the pieces fell together for me, that's all. So, I thought I'd make a quick video, show y'all how I got this ship. I got another video I'm working on, but not even sure I'm gonna actually produce it. So I might, and if I do, it'll be some repetition involved with this one, because it basically comes from the same source. Okay, so what happened is the other day I was digging around, doing some research on, wanted to explore a little bit. And I ran across, hold on a second, let me bring up my browser. I ran across a website called the Portal Repository. The Portal Repository.com. And there's a ton of advertisement on it. But I scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and down here towards the bottom we get into these address categories. And somewhere in here there's a, oh, did I pass it up? No? Okay, must be under PC. Yeah, it's under PC. Okay. So, I'm guessing because of this, because they separate everything here. They separate PC and Xbox and PlayStation 5s. And so I'm guessing with this game that the servers aren't all of all the different players and different systems. Maybe they're not combined. I'm not sure. But that's the fact that a site like this with a Nintendo Switch, how they separate it based on what type of device is being used, makes me think that the servers, because it's a kind of a known fact that every system has a separate server set up for it, at least a server, maybe a server farm for each type. So all the people that use PCs will log into a PC server system. And etc. All the people that use Nintendo, but lots of systems, the larger corporations, they get combined afterwards, and you can actually play and interact with people regardless of what kind of device they're on. But I'm guessing here, since this is all separate, that maybe that's not the case with this game. So anyway, so I come down here to PC because I'm using a PC. So perhaps if you're not using a PC, maybe this won't work for you. I'm guessing. And then I scrolled down the list and I went, wow, look at that. Most of these have single-digit or double-digit number of postings in them, right? For the PCs here, except for, of course, for Euclid. But only a couple of them have double-digit. But the Euclid has 4 digits, and Isentom is the only one that has 3, and then there's a handful that have 2 digits. So I was looking, because Isentom is in one of the systems I was in, so that I actually have a base in, an anchor base. So I went to the Isentom and looked, and I went to this planet first. It was the first one on the list, which is very cool, and that's the one I'm thinking about making another video about, because I have some footage I took there, and that's basically a conglomerate of people, or a group of people that have gathered to create bases that it's a group of people that build bases and stuff, and it's very cool. But when I look back at my videos of me going and looking around at bases and stuff, those are not my most popular videos. So anyway, so that's why I'm debating on that. And then I went down the list here, scrolling and going, oh, well, obviously this has something to do with getting the ship, you know. And then I scrolled down the list, and I think it was on the second page where I saw the exotic, the squid ship, this one. And so I clicked on the view details here. And it's the name of the planet is Wu, that this address goes to. And of course you have to be in Tom in order to use those coordinates to go to that planet. But if I remember correctly, one of those featured bases at the anomaly, terminus, is it goes to this galaxy, okay? So even if you're not in this galaxy or have no way to, don't have a base there, you can get there. I'm pretty sure using the terminus at the anomaly. And I'm not sure. I'll go look. I'll go look in a minute. Anyway, so I just scrolled down here and hello, it just laid it all out simple for us. The squid ship, it's called, with black stripes like a zebra. And from what I've researched, this is one of the hardest to get exotic ships in the game. So I was surprised that this was just popped up so great. So you go to those coordinates on that planet in that system, and this ship will be at the space station in that system. And so that's all you had to do. That's all I had to do. I ported to that planet. I left the planet and I went to the space station. When I got out of my ship at the space station, it did a restore point, and then I loaded the restore point, and boom, that ship appeared on the landing pads. After it was 3 or 4 ships landed, and then that maybe 4 or 5, maybe, I don't know how many landed, but that one landed. That one landed within 4 or 5 or 6 or 7th landing was that ship. And then I just went over and purchased it. It cost me, I think it was 38 million credits to purchase it. So if you don't have 38 million credits, then you can't afford it. But I had 38 million, so no problem. I purchased it. So it's really that simple. Okay, so let's go to the, I'm going to move this over here. Let's go to the anomaly real quick. Oh, what the hell, we'll take this ship with us. Then we can look at the inside of it here. And maybe see it from the outside a little bit while we're flying it. I haven't even flown it yet. But let's see the inside. Kind of cool. Doesn't look like it's that roomy when you look at it from the outside, but it looks pretty roomy from here on the inside. Pretty cool, huh? All right, well, let's see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't flown it yet. Let's go to the outside view here. All right. Must be a different one. I think I seen someone that had one of these. That one of the guys I follow. I think he has one. But I think on his the front tentacles rotate when it's in movement or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe there's different versions. Who knows? Okay, so let's see if the anomaly is going to come up. Y'all have to pardon my voice. I'm very congested right now. Boy, this thing's kind of small, isn't it? I'm very congested. Allergies are just, wow. Hit me with a double whammy. So let's see here. Step outside. Cool. Alright. So I'm just gonna run over here. Oh wait. There we go. I just want to run to the terminus real quick. Because if I remember correctly, there's one of the featured bases is in Essentom. That one, nope. That one, that one doesn't even say. That one doesn't say either. I thought it was oh, there it is. Essentom Galaxy. Last egg from the first dragon. So if you go there, that will take you to Essentom Galaxy. Of course, from there you'll have to find a portal. And I'm sure everyone already knows how to find a portal. If not, it's pretty easy. Well, what the heck? I'll walk you through the whole thing, I guess. Okay, so let's go to the last egg here. So this guy is like surrounded by a maze, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So you're gonna have a damn, my brain ain't working today. Exocraft Roadster, is it? Roamer. Gotta have a roamer. And you gotta have your roamer with all the radar goodies in it. You bring up the Exocraft radar in your roamer. You go all the way to the right. It says scan for alien structure. And it says alien monolith detected. You can jump out of your roamer, get back in your ship. And then it'll have a marker it put up for us. Usually not too far. It said 48 seconds or something like that. Yeah, I'll put it in the afterburners to get us there a little quicker. And then we're going to go to this monolith. And at the monolith, we're going to have a little conversation with it. We're just going to have to kind of go along with whatever it kind of wants us to. There's really no other better way I could describe it. but the major point, more important than that, is when we get out of our ship here, in this case, when I get out of my seat here, we get a restore point save. So if you mess up in this talking to the monolith part, you just restore your restore point, and then you try again. So we want to come up here and we want to learn the 3 words, just because that's the thing to do. We don't have to. You don't have to do this. If you don't want to learn the 3 words, you don't got to learn the 3 words. That's up to you, totally. Okay, after we learn the 3 words, now if you run across a dialer up here, avoid the dialer. Do not touch the dialer. We come straight up here to this little hole and talk to it. And it says, a giant mouth of age suddenly emerges through the face of the monolith. It opens its jaws wide, foul-smelling spittle streaks my visor. My nausea is tempered by the sight of a valuable commodity's balanced on its giant tongue. Ning the beast, honor the ancients. Caterneck, the beast of legend, is Banda. Good bees feed it. In the sudden movement, the hound shifts the goods to one side of the mouth, spraying saliva over my arms. There's a space on the tongue for more, should I wish to give up some of my cargo. I'm going to place an offer. We don't want to appear greedy, right? So I'm going to pick number 1. Okay, and it was a positive outcome, and my standing was increased. Okay, so now that's a good thing. That's what we wanted. So now we talk to it again. It tells the inhabitants of the monolith to accept my presence, and they will tolerate a request. And we're going to ask 1 again. We're going to locate a portal. And boom, they give us a portal. Okay, so now we go back to our ship. Where's my thingy? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. We go back to our ship, and we'll have another marker for a portal. And that's all there is to it. We'll go to the portal, we put in that address. Now you can only get one, You can only get 1 exotic ship per system. So it's like, in other words, I can't show you. I'll try, but I don't think it's going to show up for another ship for me, because you can only get 1 exotic ship per system from what I've read. Okay, so this looks like what the hell? The portal's right next to the last egg. Look at that, there's the last egg and there's the portal. Well, that might save you all the grief of using your roamer and all that stuff if the portal's that close to the last egg. Let's see. I got a feeling it's not going to be as close as it seems to be. But I could give you a general direction if you want to try hunting for it. It won't have any marker or anything. You know, we got a marker because we went to the monolith. Okay, so here's the last egg. I'm currently flying south. So, let me see here. Kind of, sort of south. What is that? Southeasterly? Yeah, southeast. Like, well, you see my markers there. East is almost in the gray, almost gone. And south is a little bit in from the edge. So, if you head that direction from the, you'll see the portal, and we'll see it. How far is it? Hours? Oh my goodness, you'll never find it. Never mind. We're gonna have to go up into space here to get that one. I thought it was close. Never mind. It's not close. Okie dokie. Okay, so there should be a portal right here somewhere. There we go. And this is the Aston Galaxy portal. Oh, wait a second. There's a base right there. Well, we can get the name of that base if you head that southerly direction. Once you get close enough, you'll see the name of that base. What's the name of that base? Oh, it actually says the portal outpost. Okay. And the one next to it, doesn't say. But there is a base called the Portal Outpost. So if you head kind of southeasterly from that last egg base, you'll get here. Oh, they even have a save beacon here, so you'll probably see a save beacon also. Wait, where's the dial-up? What the hell, did they put this there? That's kind of weird. Okay, so there's our dial-up. And we have to pay for it because we've never used it before. And it doesn't cost much. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that all the way through. Sodium and I use the ones that I have, that I collect. Copper, carbon, oxygen, sodium, cobalt, copper again, carbon. And you gotta make sure they say 100%, because every once in a while when you do it, it won't say 100%. You'll have to give it some more.
Technology recharged. Technology recharged. Technology recharged. Technology recharged. Technology recharged.
Like we'll never use this damn thing again. So I'm just doing this for you folks. I'm paying all that out just for you. Okay. Okay, so we got the address from the website that I showed you earlier. Here, I'll show it to you again. Hold on a second. The name of the planet it's going to take us to is Wu. Oh, wait a second. There we go. And that's the address I want to be punching in. Okay, let me move that over. Okie dokie. So I ain't gonna bother with the names because I don't know them anyway. I do know a couple of them, but yeah, that don't matter. Okay, so we're gonna go through the portal. And it's gonna take us to the planet called Woo. Or Whoa. Or whatever. WOOOO. And like the instructions said, when we looked at the directions, it said we need to go to the base station. And then we'll reload. Okay, there's the base station. Alrighty. Okay. We'll go to the space station. Get out of our seat. And it says a restore point. Ship start landing. We reload our restore point. And then you wait. You know, on me it was like the fourth, fifth, or sixth ship that landed was the squid. And when it lands, you just run up and talk to the pilot. Make him an offer for his ship. Like I said, I think it was 38 million. It might have been 36 million. Who knows? Either way, make sure you got enough money. Credits. You, whatever. Anyway, I'm sure it's not going to show up for me again. But the point is, that's it. I showed you everything that you need to know to get here and do this, and all you got to have is the got to have a roamer with the radar tricked out on it, and $40 million you're willing to get rid of. or maybe a nice ship that that person would be willing to trade you for it. I don't know, if you because you could try to work a trade. Oh look, it landed again. There it is. I am shocked. I'm not going to try to talk to him. I'm pretty sure someone told me you can only get one out of each system. Let me see. Maybe they're liars. Maybe they're another liar. I don't need another one of these though. Nah, I need them. But I just want to look. Really? Negotiate price. 33.5 million. Well, somebody was lying when they said you could only get one exotic ship per system. I'm gonna buy it just for the hell of it. So now I got two of them. That's hilarious. Okie dokie. Found another liar on the internet. Said you can only get one exotic ship per system. Yeah. That's what I heard someone say on a YouTube video just earlier today. What do you know? I don't understand why people just make up stories like that. I will never understand that. Anyway, all right, folks. Now you know how to get pretty easily to get your own squid ship. Maybe it's not the squid ship, like I said. I think the one I saw, one of the people I follow had a squid ship, and I could have swore that the front part like moved when the ship was in motion. It rotated in a circular pattern, and this one doesn't do that. And here's the tentacles seemed a lot longer. The ship seemed longer. This seems like a short version of the ship. So anyway, goodness gracious, there we go again. Busted some more No Man's Sky bulk out on the internet. So glad to do it. Have fun in the stars, folks.